The derelict vessel drifted through the vast silence of space, an ancient behemoth lost to time. Its metallic hull, once a marvel of engineering, had become an artifact of mystery, floating near the outer rim of the Perseus arm. The ship bore no markings, no transmissions, only an eerie stillness. When the U.S.S. Callisto intercepted its path, the crew knew they had stumbled upon something beyond the reach of history. Captain Elias Grant stood in the observation bay, gazing at the ghostly hulk suspended before him. Scans show no signs of life, but we should be cautious. This ship is old, older than any recorded expedition in this sector. The mission to investigate the derelict was led by Dr. Evelyn Carter, a xenobiologist whose career had been defined by the study of extraterrestrial organisms. Alongside her was a team of seasoned Marines and engineers, their nerves steeled for whatever horrors lay beyond the ship's rusted airlocks. The docking sequence was smooth, but the moment the team breached the vessel's interior, the air was thick with an unnatural presence. The corridors were lined with organic residue, a black, glistening secretion that pulsed faintly under the crew's lights. "This material," Carter whispered, running a gloved hand along the walls, "it's not just old, it's still alive." The deeper they ventured, the more disturbing the ship's interior became. Corpses littered the halls, but they were not human. Elongated skulls, biomechanical limbs, and the unmistakable ridges of creatures feared across the galaxy, the Xenomorphs. Yet these bodies showed no signs of decay. It was as if time itself had failed to consume them. "Captain," called out Lieutenant Ross, his voice strained, "we've got a chamber here. You're going to want to see this." The team entered a massive room, its walls lined with towering pods. Xenomorph eggs, intact and humming with latent energy. Suspended in the center of the chamber was something even more horrifying. A queen, encased in a hardened secretion, her body frozen in a state neither living nor dead. Carter stepped closer, her breath shallow. This shouldn't be possible. Organic matter doesn't preserve itself indefinitely. Ross shifted uneasily. "Are you saying they're immortal?" Carter hesitated. "Not in the conventional sense. These creatures should have perished centuries ago. And yet—" She pressed a scanner against the Queen's carapace, and the readings sent a shiver down her spine. "She's dormant, in a state of biological stasis. Theoretically, if she were exposed to the right conditions, she could wake up." A low chittering sound echoed through the chamber. The team wheeled around, weapons raised. One of the xenomorph bodies, thought to be lifeless, twitched. Its eyes, if it had any, remained hollow, yet its limbs began to move. Then another, and another. "Fall back," Grant shouted, but the walls themselves seemed to come alive, creatures peeling from their static positions, bodies unfolding from centuries of stillness. The xenomorphs did not age, did not rot. They endured. A soldier fired his pulse rifle, the rounds ripping through the nearest creature, but the damage only slowed it down. It reformed, its wounds closing as if time itself had reversed. "They're regenerating," Carter screamed as the Queen's cocoon began to crack. The team scrambled for the exit, but the ship had become a living trap. The xenomorphs pursued with relentless precision, their bodies no longer bound by the rules of decay. In the chaos, Carter's mind raced through theories. Could the ship itself have sustained them? Was this an anomaly, or were xenomorphs truly beyond mortality? As the Callisto prepared to fire upon the vessel, the last transmission from Carter's team came through. A single, chilling sentence: "They do not die." The derelict was consumed in a burst of flame, a desperate attempt to erase what should not exist. But in the darkness of space, beyond the reach of human understanding, another ancient vessel drifted, waiting, its walls pulsing with the same undying presence. The question remained unanswered. Were xenomorphs truly immortal, or did their biology simply defy human comprehension? Perhaps the answer lay not in their longevity but in their terrifying resilience. No matter how many times they were defeated, they would always return, lurking in the shadows of the cosmos, waiting for the next unwitting explorers to awaken them once more.